When you are fighting battles alone in your life, it can feel like the entire weight of the world has decided to rest on your shoulders, like every obstacle was custom-made to break you, and every challenge timed perfectly to strike when you are already on your knees. But let me tell you something powerful. Loneliness in the battlefield of life does not mean weakness. It means you have been chosen to face something only you can conquer. Something that will shape you in a way that no shared struggle ever could. Because when you are left alone, stripped of the comfort of cheering voices, the safety of familiar hands, and the reassurance of shared burdens, you are forced to dig deeper than you ever thought possible, to uncover strength that has been buried inside you for years, perhaps your whole life, waiting for this exact moment to emerge. You see, people often imagine courage as standing tall with an army at your back, banners flying and drums beating in your honor. But real courage is standing in the silence, with nothing but your heartbeat in your ears, knowing there is no backup, no rescue plan, and still deciding to take one more step forward. It is lying in bed at night with your mind screaming at you to give up, and yet waking up the next morning to face the day again. It is looking in the mirror and seeing the exhaustion in your eyes, the cracks in your armor, but still whispering to yourself, "I will not break." The truth is, fighting battles alone teaches you lessons that comfort never could. It teaches you that no matter how heavy the burden, you can carry it. No matter how loud the fear, you can silence it. No matter how deep the darkness, you can find light within yourself. Because the world may take away your support, but it can never take away your will. You will learn that solitude is not always a curse. Sometimes it is the forge where warriors are made, where the fire burns away your doubt, your fear, your dependency, leaving behind only the steel of your spirit. And yes, there will be nights when you cry, when you scream, when you curse the unfairness of it all. And that's okay, because tears do not mean you are weak. They mean you are still human. The important part is that you rise again after each breakdown, because each time you rise a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more unshakable. Understand this. Every person you admire for their resilience, for their unbreakable will, has fought battles you will never see. Battles they fought with no applause, no recognition, and no witnesses. Because the most defining victories in life are often won in silence. When you are alone, you learn to become your own motivator, your own healer, your own protector. You learn to give yourself the words you wish someone else would say to you, to patch up your own wounds, to be your own lighthouse in the storm. You stop waiting for someone to save you and realize you are your own hero. And in that moment, something changes forever. Because from then on, no matter what life throws at you, you will know that you have already survived worse on your own. But here's the beauty of it. When you fight battles alone and win, strength you gain doesn't just belong to you. It becomes a beacon for others who are fighting their own silent wars, showing them that it can be done, that survival is possible, that victory is not reserved for the fortunate or the supported, but for the relentless. And if you are in the middle of such a battle right now, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not weak for struggling. You are not a failure for feeling tired. You are not lost just because the path is unclear. You are in the very process of becoming someone you will one day look back on with awe, someone who refused to surrender even when surrender would have been the easier choice, someone who will inspire others without even trying. Life will always have storms, but the storms you face alone will be the ones that teach you to sail without a map, to trust the compass inside your own soul, to navigate through chaos with unshakable resolve. And one day, though it might not feel like it now, you will stand at the end of this chapter and realize that the loneliness you cursed was actually the silence in which your true strength spoke the loudest. So keep going, even if your steps are small and your progress feels invisible, because every inch forward is a victory. Keep standing, even when your knees shake, because your endurance is writing a story of triumph that will outlast your pain. And above all, keep believing in yourself, even if no one else does, because in the end, when the dust settles and the battle is over, you will not only have survived, you will have become unstoppable. And that is something no one and nothing can ever take from you.